Hi guys! Welcome to another session of Rappler Live Jam. I'm Amanda, and tonight we are having a different show tonight. We're doing spoken word with artists from Words Anonymous, Jihad Mambuay
Hello.
and Serge Gabriel. So
Hello.
they're
Evening.
here ahead of their performance at tomorrow's Right to Health concert. That's going to be at SM South Mall tomorrow, December 1, starting at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
onwards.
Yes.
Yeah, so hi Jihad and Serge.
Hello.
Hi,
Welcome to
Amanda.
Rappler.
Hello.
So we're
it's a
doing
nice offer.
spoken word tonight.
Mm.
This is, I think, the second time we're doing spoken word on Live Jam.
Yeah, I
So-
think have you had Juan Miguel Severo before?
Oh, yeah, we had him.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's not very common,
Mm.
and spoken word is something you guys are, I guess, advocating in a way with Words Anonymous. Can
Yeah.
you tell me how you guys started this group and why?
We started back in 2014. Sa totoo lang, hindi naman namin talaga binabalak na bumuo ng grupo. Nataon lang na umaattend kami ng open mics and gusto lang naming tumula. Tapos, na-realize namin na parang since tayo lang din may nagkakakitaan dito, bakit hindi na tayo bumuo ng grupo and we host the monthly open mics.
We love how it's so different na now because usually when we host open mic nights,
Sign up.
yeah, you get to go on by yourself. Like,
Yeah.
you get to perform once. Pero back then when it was just us, we would
We get to
literally just take
perform
turns.
a number of poems. As in, kami lang din.
Yeah.
Ako, si Serge, some other people,
Like
si
the
Serge
performers
ulit.
would outnumber the audience.
Yeah.
Because we were
Kami lang
essentially
din
the
kasi yung
audience.
nagpupunta din. Tapos, ang saya lang din makita na ngayon, ang daming tao na dinudumog ang open mics.
Yeah.
Ayan.
So I guess that's a good thing na
Yeah.
dinudumog na siya ngayon.
Oo.
Yeah, we're
How
happy.
has the response been naman from the audience? Like, has it changed how people receive these spoken word performances?
Well, people are more familiar na rin ngayon sa kung anong gusto nila. Marami na silang ibang narinig na mga tumutula. So, meron na rin silang preference. Pero all the same, lagi, ang gusto namin ginagawa ay sinusubukan namin i-maintain na warm yung reception kapag may tumutula. Masigurado na may nakikinig sa kanila, na nakikinig kami, na we commend people. And we like promoting our open mics as safe spaces. Ayun.
It's a very, very intimate art form, which I think I really, really enjoy. It's essentially conversation kasi with an audience eh. So, you know how in music, sometimes you can jump in and jump out of it. In a conversation or a spoken word piece, it's like, you're really talking to me. So, it's fun. It's really fun.
And where do you see the spoken word scene in the Philippines going in the future?
Well, I think if they asked us that 3 years ago, it wouldn't be like this.
Yeah, hindi
Yeah,
namin expect
nagulat
din.
talaga
Nagulat
kami.
din kami. Parang people started coming to our open mics. Kasi mas maraming tao nagpupunta. Suddenly, may mag invite sa amin. Parang, bakit? Hindi namin in-expect yun. Suddenly, ang dami-daming taong biglang pupunta because they want to hear specific people. Ganun.
And they want to share themselves also, which I think is
Mm.
wonderful.
What do you think it is? What do you think it is about the art form that really caught on to people?
Siguro, yung intimacy na pakiramdam mo ay nakikipagkwentuhan ka lang din talaga with people na parang getting to know other people through the stories that you say on stage.
And I think spoken word is just part of a bigger umbrella which is just art. And I think in general, Filipinos just really, really love art. They love music, they love karaoke, they love painting.
Yeah,
Wala.
and matagal na rin ang oral tradition natin Parang before, marami naman may balagtasan tayo, may mga nagbabasa ng tula talaga.
And shout out to my Filipino prof who taught me this. How we used to record our history was really oral tradition talaga. You know.
So it's really just keeping this tradition alive.
Oo.
Yeah.
Your first performance for us tonight is gonna be from Serge. It's called Coffee Shop.
Yeah.
Isa siyang love poem.
Yeah. It's a
And that's something that spoken word has become known for, no? The love poems, the hugot.
Oo.
So, can you tell us about this piece?
it's a love poem. I wrote it in a coffee shop also. Wala, it's cute. It's fun. It's a piece based on how you're enjoying just another person's conversation, and you realize, wow, all the time in the world is gone. I don't know, that's as simple I can put it.
Okay.
I think
Let's
with the
hear-
other pieces we'll be doing will be a little bit heavier later.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
maybe
Let's
this
start
is
it
on the
light.
light
Yeah.
side.
show you the different sides of it. So we thought it'd be fun. I hope
Okay.
that's fine.
Let's hear Serge Gabriel with Coffee Shop.
Thank you. Can I just share the funny joke na I actually don't drink coffee? So, wala. If you like it, enjoy. So, we're sitting in this coffee shop, right? Whose name I can't remember, and you order this drink, which you think is the best thing ever, and I'm thinking to myself, maybe this could be something. Now, I know that sounds really, really, really assuming. That sounds like the most assuming thing a person could ever say because we barely even know each other anyway, but I can't help it. In the most honest way that I can put it, I think there is something special about you and all these little things that you do. I think there's something special in the way that I look at you and you look at me, and when I smile at you, you smile back at me too, and when you look at me, I'm shaking and I'm hoping you don't get to see that. I think there's something special about the fact that we had to leave 2 hours ago and we're still not home. I think there's something special about the fact that I don't want to go home yet. Because I feel like there's just one more conversation we need to have, and another after that, and another after that, and another after that. I mean, don't you think that's grand? But what if I'm wrong? And maybe this is really just nothing. Maybe there's nothing special about those beautiful eyes I can't stop looking into, or that beautiful smile I can't stop thinking about. Maybe there's nothing special about the fact that we had to go home 3 hours ago and here we still are. Maybe there's nothing special about this. It's really just coffee with another friend, and at the end of it, we pick up our books, we pick up our bags, just to say at the end, this is fun. I will see you again. Maybe it's just not. But what if I'm wrong? And what if this isn't just something? What if this could be everything? What if it means everything to me, that I get to look into those beautiful eyes seemingly for the rest of my life? What if it means everything to me that we had to leave 4 hours ago, but I don't want to go home? What if it means everything to me that I don't want to go home right now? And that's maybe because I am home. So we're sitting in this coffee shop whose name I can't remember, and you order this drink which you think is the best thing ever, and I'm thinking to myself, this could be something, this could be nothing. Shucks, this could be everything. This could be something. No, this could be nothing. This could be everything. This could be something. This could be nothing. This could be everything. Something, nothing, everything. Something, nothing, everything. Something, nothing, everything. All of it happening inside my head, and it's all confusing me. But if there's one thing I am sure of, what if this could be it? What if this could be it? What if this could be something greater than all the gods or authors of every single religion or race could ever write? What if this could be nothing like anything anyone at all could ever imagine? What if this could be everything that you or I, or maybe we could ever want? What if just for a moment this could be it? So we're sitting in this coffee shop whose name I can't remember, and you order this drink which you think is the best thing ever, and I'm thinking to myself, maybe this could be something. Maybe this could be nothing. Shucks, maybe this could be everything. But maybe, just maybe, if you're as crazy as I am, maybe you'd be willing to find out too.
That was Serge Gabriel with Coffee Shop.
Thank you.
So that was very impassioned.
Thank you.
And a lot of, like we mentioned earlier, a lot of spoken word is, yun nga, it became famous because it's about heartbreak, it's about
Yeah.
kilig, it's about
Yeah.
love, but you're here to show us all that it's not just about that.
Yeah.
And as we will hear later on, you're gonna be discussing very important social
Yeah.
issues.
Oo.
Yeah.
Why do you think spoken word is a good platform to raise your voice on these topics?
Well, for the first one, I think to answer the other question first, is spoken word all hugot and all love pieces? A good amount of it is, yes. But I think it goes back to us being Filipino, and I think in general,
Romantic.
Filipinos are very, very romantic.
Oo.
I mean, if you look at the top Billboard hits for Filipino songs, wala, it's always love songs, di ba? It isn't to say na there isn't any good Filipino music that doesn't touch on love. It just says na this is popular. That's
Karamihan
fine.
lang.
Oo.
Oo.
In our experience, we've seen a lot of spoken word pieces that touch on a lot of different social issues also. We have, for the environment, for example, we were with the Climate Change Commission just last week. We have with Metro Manila Pride. I think Gia.
Yeah, Metro Manila Pride usually taps us for fundraisers. May mga event kami na hino-host, tapos ang ginagawa namin, themed siya. Minsan din naman, maliban doon sa Metro Manila Pride, meron din kaming mga ibang open mics na thematic siya. For example, we had the mental health one. Meron tayong buwan ng wika kung saan hinihikayat namin na yung mga tutula ay sana puro Tagalog. Ganun.
We have one also na bawal ang pag-ibig.
Bawal ang pag-ibig para at least lahat ng tutulain natin ngayong gabi walang tungkol sa romantic love. Okay lang siguro yung familial love.
Yeah,
mga ganun.
that's fine.
Para sa akin, tingin ko walang masama sa hugot. Lahat naman tayo ay, unang-una, hindi naman masama yung salita talaga. Siguro kung ano lang ina-associate natin with the word. And para sa akin kasi, okay lang na magsimula sa heartbreaks na puro tungkol sa pag-ibig. Pero sana, wag limitahan yung sarili na puro lang tungkol dito yung sinasulat. Dahil napakaraming bagay sa mundo na pwede nating talakayin. Yun nga, ako sinisikap ko na mas magsulat tungkol sa kultura namin bilang mga Maranao, bilang Muslim. Ayun.
Yeah. And my favorite, I think, example for it to make it clear lang for most people is if you listen to pop on the radio all the time and you think pop is essentially all music, then that's, I think, a disgrace to jazz naman and rock and all these other things lang.
Yeah.
Ayun.
So it's just a matter of expanding then what you know
Oo.
about it.
Tsaka depende na rin sa interest ng tao. Kung ako ay gusto kong makinig tungkol sa ganito muna, okay lang.
So there's a spoken word poem for any
Oo.
occasion.
Parang may genre din siya in a way.
But when you write about, let's say, very sensitive issues, do you ever feel that fear na parang this might not be received, I might get trolled?
Yeah, actually, takot kaming, halimbawa, may mga tula na we take on the role of the person mismo. Kung wari ako ang nakaranas. Ang nakakatakot kasi sa ganun is baka makapag-misrepresent kami.
Yeah. We were actually talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Na for this one, we're in partnership with the DOH for yung World AIDS Day tomorrow. And our pieces that we had to write for the event itself, they touch on HIV.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very touchy topic, obviously. Especially if you don't have any experience with it, for example. So, how do you write something without worrying about, shucks, what if I misrepresent
Yeah.
people who have this, diba? What if I'm insulting them?
What did you do? Para masinulat ba yun sa'yo?
Oo. Like for mine, I asked a friend, and that friend had a friend who wrote a thesis about it. So yun, I got a lot of good data from there naman.
So you really had to dig and also do some
Yeah.
research. when you
Oo.
wrote
Ako
your
din,
thesis.
ako naman nangausap ako ng isang kakilala namin na apparently ay positive. Tapos yun, tinanong ko din kung anong nararanasan niya, tama ba na, okay lang bang sabihin to? Tama ba to? Para lang din masigurado na wala akong bibitawang salita sa maraming tao ng paulit-ulit na mali. Kasi baka magkaroon sila ng maling ideya. Yun.
So sensitivity din siya.
Oo, mahalaga din siya. Maski sa ibang mga bagay, sinisigurado namin na tama. For example, we realized na meron isa sa amin nakapagsulat na parang medyo touchy tong part na to. Yun. We watch out for those kinds of things din.
And has there been any really like terrible response to the ones that you've already come out with?
Well, we get a lot.
How do you
Naman.
deal with it?
Well, for example, me and our friend Trevor kasi, we have this one piece. It's on religion. So the guy is an atheist. Me naman am a Catholic. And our poem is essentially saying, we're both good people despite what we believe in. So the thread of comments on that was like, hindi, he's going to hell. Hindi.
Kasi may argument sa comment section. Pero minsan din kasi, ewan ko, naniniwala kasi akong hindi siya entirely masama. Siguro at least sa isang bahagi, sa isang part, nakakapagsimula tayong diskusyon tungkol sa mga bagay. Ayun.
Yeah. So I think just to get the conversation going is important enough. There are a lot of things, I think a lot of different people don't know about particular issues.
Yeah.
I think specific to this HIV one, when that drug bust that hit the news just a few days ago popped out, it's obvious na a lot of people still stigmatize this, di ba?
Yeah.
So we're hoping we get to contribute something to that discussion.
Okay. And the next performance tonight is gonna be from Jihad.
Yeah.
It's called Kung Bakit Walang Nakakatawa sa Ligaw na Bala. And you said this was something you wrote from personal experience. Can you tell us more about that?
Yung tula na ito ay halaw sa ilang mga karanasang personal sa akin at sa mga kakilala ko din. Matagal ko nang sinisikap na magsulat ng something na may kinalaman sa relihiyon ko. Tapos na-realize ko, after sa aking magkwento ng ilang mga tao na parang sarap niyang ipunin at ang sarap linawin sa ibang tao kung ano ba yung mga maling ideya nila tungkol sa Muslim, halimbawa, yun, may diskriminasyon din. Sa piyesang ito, yun, gusto ko sanang mabigyan din ng ideya yung mga tao na mali yung ganung pag-iisip. Ayun.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Okay.
This is Jihad Mambuhay with Kung Bakit Walang Nakakatawa sa Ligaw na Bala.
Nung nag-18 ang kapatid ko, naabutan ko siya sa harapan ng aparador ni Mama. Sa loob ay samot-saring mga tela, mga hijab, mga abaya, mga kumbong, mga piraso ng tela na binabalot ng mga Muslima sa kanilang mga ulo bilang simbolo ng pagkukumbaba. Gusto kong magsuot nito, sabi niya. Huwag kang mag-alala, hindi ako pinilit ni Mama at napuno ang puso ko ng pagmamalaki dahil hindi naman araw-araw ay gumagawa ng desisyon para sa sarili niyang nag-iisa niyong dalaga. Kaya sinamahan ko siya mula sa pagpili kung yung itim ba o yung pula, ito bang may batik-batik o yung may mga abubot na nakaborda hanggang sa isuot niya ito, hanggang sa pumasok siya sa eskwela. At alam mo ba kung anong bungad sa kanya ng gwardya? Oh, asan yung tinatago mong bomba? Sabay kabig, huwag kang magagalit. Gusto ko lang naman magpatawa. Gusto niya lang magpatawa. Sa kagustuhan niyang magpatawa, binasag niya itong bagong tuklas na paniniwala ng isang dalaga. Hindi na baling wala siyang alam tungkol sa kanyang kultura, sa kanyang lengguwahe, tungkol sa kanyang pangalan, tungkol sa kanyang paniniwala. Ang mahalaga ay makapagpatawa. Meron akong kwentong nakakatawa. Alam mo ba na minsan kapag namamasyal kami ng aming pamilya, pinapalitan ng nanay ko ang suot niyang abaya dahil takot siyang hindi papasukin kung saan man kami pupunta. Alam mo ba na may mga kaibigan ako na pinipiling hindi gamitin ang lengguwahe namin dahil takot silang maparatangan na nagbabalak sila ng hindi maganda. Nakakatawa. Meron pa. Alam mo ba, nung minsan na mangingibang bansa kami, agad-agad na tinanggal ng kapatid ko ang suot niyang kumbong sa takot na hindi siya papasukin sa eroplano. Alam mo ba na sa ibang bansa ay pinagbabawal nila ang pagsuot ng ganito? Itong mga hijab, abaya, kumbong, na para bang ito, ang pinakamainam na ipare sa mga ganitong mga pananamit ay bomba. Na para bang ang bomba ay isang pulseras, parang kwintas. Ganito ba ang basihan natin ng nakakatawa, ng normal, na nakakatawa pag isang tao ay inaasinta ng matatalim na tingin ng iba, nakakatawa pag ang respetong binibigay sa kanya ay naaayon sa kung anong bihis niya. Dahil sinasabi ko sa iyo, walang nakakatawa sa takot. Walang nakakatawa sa pagbitbit ng pangamba sa tuwing lalabas ka at naaalala mo na kailangan mong magtanggal ng isang piraso ng iyong suot, ng isang piraso ng iyong pagkatao para lang hindi ka maparatangan na isa kang terorista. Walang nakakatawa sa tuwing magpapakilala ka at magbabago ang mukha ng kausap mo dahil malalaman niya na Muslim ka. Ang ganitong lason nagkakalat ng puot para sa mga katulad namin na taon lang naman ay naiiba ng sinasamba. Ang mga biro, pag sumobra, ay parang granada. Nagsasabog ng sakit. Nagkakalat ng pagkamuhi, tumatagos hanggang loob, nagbabaon ng matinding sakit. Nagbabaon ng matinding galit. Itong pagpapakalat ng ganitong puot ay parang pag-aabot ng armas. Isang armas na maaari mong itutok sa kahit sino mang gusto mong pagbuntongan. Kahit silang mga wala namang kasalanan. Lagit lagi, alam natin na ang pinakamadaling isukli sa galit ay pananakit. Pero bakit ba napakahirap suklian ng galit ng bait? Bakit ba napakahirap magsukli ng bait? Lagit-lagi, sa tuwing mag-aabot kami ng kapatid ko, bago siya pumasok sa eskwela, pinapaalalahanan ko siya na kung sakali man na mayroong magsabi ng hindi nakakatawa tungkol sa iyong pagkatao, tungkol sa iyong itsura, tungkol sa ating kultura, pwede kang sumagot. Pwede kang humindi. Pwede kang hindi ngumiti. Dahil hindi lahat ng biro ay nakakatawa. At hindi lahat ng nakakatawa ay tama.
So that was Giad Mambuay with Kung Bakit Walang Nakakatawa sa Ligaw na Bala. So that was intense.
You should have seen us when he performed that the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I first performed it nung anniversary namin. Ayun, medyo... Buti na lang wala sa audience yung kapatid ko at yung pamilya ko.
When did you write the piece?
I've been working on it for a long time at siguro mahigit isang taon ko na rin siyang sinusubukang buuin. Nabuo ko lang siya nung nakaipon ako ng mga kwento na apparently ito pala ay nararanasan ng mga taong nakapaligid sa akin. Kasi ako, hindi kita sa akin ng mga tao. Yun.
And what did, I asked you earlier what the negative responses have been, but have you encountered people coming up to you and saying, wow, that opened my eyes?
Laging masarap sa puso yung ganun na naririnig mo na umabot sa ibang tao yung mensahe. Kasi at the end of the day, yun lang naman talaga yung gusto nating mangyari. Na makuha nila yung mensahe ng tinutula namin. Ang sarap lang din sa puso na ma-introduce yung ganitong mga bagay sa ibang mga tao na hindi naman talaga nila naririnig usually. Ayun.
So speaking of that, speaking of getting the message across, tomorrow you're going to be performing poems about HIV awareness at the Right to Health concert. It's organized by the DOH RITM.
AIDS Research Group.
AIDS
yes.
Research Group, yes. And what drew you to doing the concert, and what drew you to the cause?
Nung una, ang nag-imbita talaga sa amin ay isang kaibigan namin, si Miss Queng. Tapos binanggit niya na parang it's about HIV, na gusto namin kayong magsulat ng mga tula tungkol dito dahil, siguro it's one way of getting the message across. And bakit hindi? It's something na malapit din sa amin. We haven't written pieces about it before, but it's something that we talk about.
Yeah.
Ayun.
And for mine naman, it's on the more personal side. It's trying to understand it also a little bit better. I know the stigma right now is you have to be homosexual and this is your problem if you're homosexual. So what's a straight person?
It's a gay issue.
Yeah, it's a gay issue, diba?
Oo.
Like, what's a straight person trying to contribute to the conversation if it doesn't bother you anyway? And then you realize it is a problem for straight people also. Yeah. And if you can help influence or talk to people about this, not just people who are gay, but people who are straight also, then I think isn't that part of it, diba?
Yeah. So speaking of that, you did do your research when you wrote your pieces. What was the biggest, I guess, myth that you busted about HIV while you were writing your pieces?
Sa akin ay siguro hindi naman siya malaking myth talaga. Pero nung nagre-research ako about it, nagugulat lang din ako at nasasaktan. Kasi ito, ang daming kwento sa akin na ito yung karanasan ng mga tao na positive, na parang may ginagawa sa kanila ng ibang tao to, na nangyayari to sa opisina, sa kalye, sa pamilya nila. Ang sakit lang din malaman na siguro ang sakit lang din malaman na napakalapit lang sa akin pala ng mga tao nakakaranas ng ganito.
For me naman, it was really the numbers. Like when I was looking at it, between 2010 and 2016. It's in my piece also. It's shot up by 140%. So that in itself is something scary na rin. But I think more than the numbers, it's the experiences of people who have it din. And the scary thing about this is stigma dictates na this is something people should feel like they should be ashamed of. It's not the same as other sicknesses, but why is that? Because it's tied to well,
Na parang nakakahiya siyang bagay.
Yeah.
Bakit? Isa siyang sakit, oo. At bakit hindi natin tinatrato yung ibang tao ng tulad ng kung paano natin tinatrato yung mga taong positive, parang what makes them different? Bakit natin sila kailangan pandirihan? Bakit natin sila kailangan bastusin ng ganito?
I think a lot of it din kasi comes from us being very, very conservative. We still can't handle the idea that people have homosexual relationships. And I think trying to discuss this is a step forward to try to understand that better din.
Yeah. And what else can we do as everyday citizens? What can we do to end that stigma and to take away that shame?
Malaking bagay ang pag-aaral about it. Malaking bagay actually yung malaman mo or masabi mo sa ibang tao na parang nililipat siya sa ganitong means na hindi lang naman siya ganito, na hindi siya nakakahawat through these means, na ito yung nangyayari, na ito yung nararanasan ng ibang tao. Educate yourselves about it. I mean, madaling maghanap sa Facebook, sa Google about it. Tapos, bakit hindi natin ginagawa? Saglit lang naman din yun.
The other poet, si Henry, couldn't join us tonight. His piece includes a part about getting tested. That's a huge part of it also. And as G had said, with regard to education, it's really educating people talaga and allowing people parang getting them to do their own research on it. There are schools already. I work in a school also na they're including modules on this. We have gender sensitivity training, for example. And I think that's a wonderful way to get the discussion going.
Yeah.
You introduce this to teenagers and they're so surprised. But the things they're learning now, I feel like we're only learning at their early or late 20s. And I think that's a great step forward. Na rin.
Yeah. That they learn it at a younger age.
Yeah.
It would have helped us, definitely.
Yeah.
Actually, oo. Parang at least help people start talking about it, because it's not just an issue for homosexuals or for a certain group. Parang it's an issue for everyone.
Yep. And the pieces you wrote about HIV, you'll be performing it tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
Yeah.
sa Right to Health, yung sa SM South Mall, I'll be meron kaming solo pieces na sinulat, tackling different aspects. I'm gonna perform about stigma. What are you gonna talk about?
Well, I'm gonna perform it naman. It's a surprise.
You can talk about it
Surprise
later.
naman.
Ayun.
And who else will be at the concert?
Well, we have a lot of other artists. We have BP Valenzuela, we have O Flamingo, we have Six Cycle Mind,
We have Ben and Ben.
Ben and Ben, we have
I'm a big fan.
Unit 406, we have Banda ni Cleggy.
Yeah.
Then, yun, Words Anonymous. Me, Serge, and Henry tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. So that's tomorrow at 6 p.m. at the SM South Mall. Admission is free.
Yeah,
So people
kailangan
can
lang nila
just go.
pumila din. Parang I think they're distributing the tickets early naman.
Yeah.
Ayun.
And I think people can pre-register also on the Right to Health, on Eventbrite. So it's on the Right to Health Facebook page. If you
Yeah.
go there, all the links are there, all the details. So if you want to catch this concert, see these guys tomorrow, and all the other bands that are playing, you can head to that Facebook page, Right to Health, search it on Facebook, and then register at Eventbrite.
Okay.
So we're heading into your last performance for the night, and it's gonna come from Serge.
Yeah.
It's gonna be his piece tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's called Numbers.
Yeah. I'm very, very, very nervous about it. But
Yeah. So are we hearing it for the first time here?
yeah, this is the first time.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Ako din eh. You're gonna perform it for the
We
first
were like,
time.
no, you perform it.
Yeah, nag-uusap kami kanina. Who's
No.
gonna perform their
Yeah.
piece?
I think just to get back to what we said lang kanina before I perform it, it's the scariest thing was we don't want to misrepresent people.
Yeah.
We tried to take it from an angle or attack it from an angle na it makes sense to me while hearing the experiences of other people.
Yeah.
And in my case, because I really like numbers, statistics also. So
Okay.
hopefully it helps people.
All right.
Because numbers do not lie.
Yeah.
So let's hear it. This is Serge Gabriel with Numbers. Thank you for being on Rappler, and thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. I love numbers. They do not lie. One of my favorite quotes from a movie goes like, numbers are the closest we ever are to the handwriting of God. I believe that. I think numbers are divine in themselves. I love them, and numbers tell a story. Maybe I can show you. 150. The number of Pokemon I fell in love with when I met them the first time. I wish I could count on my two hands the number of hours I've spent trying to catch all of them. The number of hours I wish I could say that I'm still trying to catch all of them because of Pokemon Go. It's beautiful. 1521. The year Magellan met Lapu-Lapu. That didn't go so well for him. He had to find out the hard way that Filipinos were really strong fighters. They're still really, really strong fighters. 300. The number of Spartans who fought at the Battle of Thermopylae. They put out a really, really, really good movie. And one of my favorite speeches of all time came from there. One of the lines there go, "Today we rescue a world from mysticism and tyranny, and we usher in a future brighter than anything we can imagine." It was a very good movie. I love numbers. They do not lie. They are the closest we ever are to the handwriting of God. I think they are divine, and they tell me a story. Maybe I can tell you a story. 140. That's the percentage increase between 2010 to 2016 of the number of HIV cases in our country. 15 to 24. That's the age group of the majority who have the new infections. 172. The number of people we've lost to HIV complications in the Philippines. I love numbers. They do not lie. And they tell me a story. But the problem with them, they don't tell enough. A number will not come up and tell you, I am a person. A number will not come and say to you, I am worthy of being loved. I am loved. I love myself, as someone told me. A number will not tell you, I turn off my cell phone 4 times. I hit the snooze button 4 times. I hate Manila traffic just like all of you. A number will not tell you, I like fried chicken. A number will not tell you, I am just like you. So with these numbers and with these stories, I hope they speak to you. And when you see them, I hope you see more than the handwriting of God. I hope you see something bigger, something better. I hope you see people. And for the people and the person who has to hear this most, I am so, so sorry anything or anyone has ever made you feel otherwise.